What's up, Cryptomaniacs? This is Dylan here from Crypto Smart Reviews. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Tron, and I'm going to dive deep into what Exodus is, and I'll tell you what that is in a minute, and I'm going to tell you why I'm finally getting on board with Tron, and why I'm excited for what is to come. So I'm going to start off looking at the market cap and everything for Tron. So the current price is at about 7 cents per coin, and circulating supply is at 65 billion, which adds up to a market cap of 4.5 billion. So the volume for Tron is 300,000 about in the last 24 hours. If you don't know, let's take a look at the 1 month. Tron had a huge spike in the beginning of January, and it was really hyped up, and this was on the basis that they were releasing an open source code, or they had released an open source code, and they had some huge high hopes, and they were a little bit ahead of the game on releasing what those high hopes were, which resulted in a pretty steady crash over the next couple weeks with Tron, and it now sits at about 7 cents. It's been really consolidating lately at a pretty low price. So over the entirety of its existence, it hovered really low for a long time and then started to go up in the beginning of January and has gone down. As for markets, Binance is the main one, as is with a lot of coins. Liqui, CoinNest, it has a lot of these. The most important thing with all of these is just that it's available. So most of these don't have a very high volume, but the fact that it's available on so many different exchanges is definitely a good thing for Tron. Moving along now, on their website, they list Tron as a blockchain-based decentralized protocol that aims to construct a worldwide free content entertainment system with the blockchain and distributed storage technology. The protocol allows each user to freely publish, store, and own data, and in the decentralized autonomous form, decides the distribution, subscription, and push contents, and enables content creators by releasing, circulating, and dealing with digital assets, thus forming a decentralized content entertainment ecosystem. So it's obvious that Tron has real applications in today's world. I mean, there's so much going on in the social space these days. So let's keep moving. That's what Tron's based behind right there. Tron's team of members, yeah, I'll just let you know they have a really established team. Their biggest startup guy, their CEO, if that's the right term, is a really smart guy that really knows what he's doing with business, and I'll show you him in a minute also. The value of Tron. Core values are always adhered to date creators, users, who will have the fundamental ownership of data, and the internet will be decentralized with Tron. This was proposed by Tim Berners-Lee at the time when the internet was born, and it was the original intention. So Tron is trying to take us back to where the internet is decentralized, and I think that's an awesome thing. I think they're really trying to shoot high, and I think they have the technology behind them to do so. Those who make a contribution will be entitled to proportional profits. A value network has the greatest advantage that may digitally capitalize anything in social networks. So those are the important things behind Tron. Down here we have the characteristics. They say data liberation, content enabling, personal ICO, and infrastructure. So let's break these down a little bit. So for data liberation, they say on a free and uncontrolled basis, the contents including characters, pictures, audios, and videos may be unloaded and stored and spread. So they're really looking to decentralize everything about the internet and everything about social media, which is a big goal, and they're shooting high. But you know, they have the backing, and it's obvious that they have people that enjoy what they're trying to do out there, and they have plenty of investors in their coin, and Tron is looking really good to me right now. Content enabling digital assets are obtained through provision and spread of contents. Personal ICO, an individual may freely distribute digital assets in the form of ICO, while others may enjoy the benefits and services brought due to the continuous development of data contributors by purchasing digital assets. So I'm guessing most of that has to do with Tron and not some separate ICO, but I'm guessing you can personally make your own ICO as well, based on a network put out by Tron. Infrastructure with distributed digital assets will be equipped with a complete set of decentralized infrastructures, including distributed exchange, autonomous gaming, forecast, and game system. So they're looking to go through every type of media, video games, videos put out on YouTube and platforms like that, Twitter, probably Reddit. So they're really looking to decentralize social media, as we've been saying. Here's their token. It's called TronX, or TRX for short. If I remember correctly, it's based off of the Ethereum network, but don't quote me on that. If you know in the comments, please let us know. Okay, so here we get to their plan. So the first thing is Exodus, and I will show you more about the expectation of when that's going to come out later. But let's go through their 6-step plan here. So the data liberation that we talked about up ahead, and I guess they have a little bit of a different blurb here, so I'll read it out loud to you as well. A mechanism of upload, storage, and distribution which is based on peer-to-peer and distributed contents. In the Exodus phase, on the basis of distributed storage technology, Tron provides users with a completely free and reliable platform for data publication, storage, and dissemination. So this is going to be something really, really powerful. And if this really starts taking shape, it could definitely change the whole shape of the internet, which would be amazing. So their second, one second here. Crap. Where are we at? All right, there we go. It's not working. Alright, well, we might just have to move on. Here is their CEO, Justin Sun. This guy is an absolute genius. As you can see, he's on the Forbes 30 under 30 for China, Asia there as well. He was a former chief representative in Ripple, which Ripple's huge. So things are really looking up for Tron. Here we go. So Exodus from August 2017 to December 2018. So they have been working on this. As you can probably tell that the translation isn't exactly perfect. Their website was built as a Chinese, I want to say. Gosh, that was bad. I think it was built as a Chinese website. So it's important to note that it's not going to be a perfect translation. So when reading this, know that it's not bad representation of the company, and know that it's just them trying their best that they can. So we have Exodus, which is August 2017 to December 2018. That's coming out soon. Odyssey 2019 to 2020, Great Voyage 2020 to 21. So they have a lot of these different, I guess you'd say, plans to put into fruition, Exodus being the first one. So up until this point, there has been no product behind Tron, and that's why I've been scared to invest in it. But I will show you why I'm starting to really enjoy what Tron has coming out in a second. So they have a link to their GitHub on here as well. Here's more of their team. Yeah. So partnerships, none of these I know, I'm sorry, but you can go look through them yourself. Yeah, let's move along here. So there we are. This is Tron Labs Medium page. Exodus will be launched on March 31st. And this is why I'm so excited about Tron all of a sudden. Tron finally announced something that will shake up the entire ecosystem of what Tron is. Until this point, I mean, they had their open source on December 29th, which that's a big part of why it spiked. And Exodus is much bigger than them releasing open source. Exodus is this huge thing for social media platforms, and it's such a big thing for the future of Tron. And I mean, let's read through some of this stuff. So they can history transactions can be transparently tracked on public ledger. They can achieve over 1,000 TPS with a proof of stake based TBFT consensus mechanism. So support ultra low fee transfer, 1 times 10 to the negative 6 TRX per transfer. That's insanely low. They can provide a secure execution environment. They can support small contracts. They have common application blockchain interface with consensus engine and blockchain state machine loosely coupled architecture. They can provide distributed network management and monitoring utilities. And Justin Sun, what did he say? First, I would like to express my gratitude. With unremitting efforts of Tron's technical team, the test for TRX main network is about to start. The launch of mainnet this time will be a vital node in Tron's development history, but this won't be an end. Tron is a blockchain operating system we built to bring the original intention of the internet into realized decentralization. We believe in 3 major values, which are also the foundation for Internet 4.0. Trustworthy decentralized applications, or dApps if you've ever seen that term, blockchain-enabled smart contracts, and digital values that anyone can access and distribute. Centering on Tron, people will obtain a global-scale free content entertainment system from which the entire decentralized internet ecosystem will be stretched out. We will continue to upgrade and optimize our main network from security, scalability, privacy, user experience, and other aspects, and finally provide better services to our partners and developers. We welcome Tron's believers and supporters worldwide to join us and witness our future together. So Tron is this huge Goliath that hasn't really had anything to show for the claims that they're making, but come March, they are going to have something. This is only 2 months away. This is going to be big, guys. So let's talk about the possible partnerships that Exodus is going to bring. So GSC, which is Global Social Chain, is going to partner with Tron in the future. And this makes 100 million users have access to Tron's network. So what are we looking at with this partnership? So Myco, which is shown right here, is the largest social platform among strangers in the Southeast Asia and Middle East and owns more than 100 million registered users. It was once rated as the best app by Google. Kitty Love, listed right here, is one of the most popular streaming apps in Southeast Asia and owns 20 million registered users. The cooperation between Tron and GSC, Global Social Chain, means that at least 120 million users of the social and streaming platforms will gain access to the network. This is going to significantly expand the blockchain-based online entertainment business. This is huge. These two together could be huge. And oftentimes we think about, just Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and that might be in the cards for Tron in the future. But to get something that has 100 million users on it would be huge for a coin. And decentralizing the internet is a really, really big idea. And Tron's going to do it, or at least they're going to try. And I'm going to be there supporting them along the way, or do my best to do what I can. So, the world's first social chain based on hundreds of millions of users. and this is global social chain here. So I'm just going to explain quickly what that is to you. GSC is the world's first new generation of social networking chain that owns hundreds of millions of users. This is determined to use the blockchain technology, and their technology of choice is Tron, to subvert centralized social networks such as Facebook, WeChat, etc., which plays a dual role as manager and arbiter simultaneously for formal social networking platforms. The problems. Social networks, I'm actually going to skip most of this stuff down to, yes, the use cases here. So I guess you guys get to see a small amount of nudity on the channel, which I generally would not do. Kitty Live is interactive games. Several pain points are solved in the game industry. Licensing mechanism is not transparent, not fair. Anonymous protection of the players, anti-cheating, and financial security will be provided. So a strategic partner, this is again talking about Myco like we saw on the Medium post, talking about Kitty Live again, Yay and Waka also, which are a couple more common apps used in Southeast Asia. So here's their founder team as well. GSC chairman, chief scientist, and their advisors. And there is Justin Sun. And this is why this is going to come to fruition, and why I'm not scared that the partnership between Tron and GSC is going to fall through. And this is just another reason why I am becoming very bullish on Tron. What do you guys think? Is this legit? Is Tron really going to release Exodus at the end of March? And what is that going to do to the internet? And what is that going to do to blockchain? Please let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I will leave a couple affiliate links. One's to Binance, which is my favorite exchange, and one that has the highest volume for Tron, and one is to Coinbase, which I think is the easiest and the best place to buy Bitcoin. So thanks again. I am not a professional. Wow. I am not a professional financial advisor, so please don't buy something based strictly on what I said here. I am just trying to introduce you to the possibilities of Tron in the future. I'm not telling you to go out and buy it by any means. Do your own research on that. I will let you know that I have a small amount of Tron in my portfolio at the current moment, and I will probably be adding more in the future. So thanks again. This has been Dylan from Crypto Smart Reviews. Thank you.